Praise the Lord, everybody. Pastor Nick here. Welcome as we continue the journey through Psalm 23. Please do us a favor and share it this time. Tag somebody, get somebody on. Of course, follow me on my platforms if you can. Again, we're so glad that you have watched these videos, and we hope that they're a blessing to you as we continue through Psalm 23. We're in verse 4, where it talks about, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." It's interesting that following the shepherd does not remove us from the dark valley. We oftentimes think that if I'm following the shepherd, bad things aren't supposed to happen. And sometimes we get this erroneous thought process that if I have God, I'm never supposed to experience any trouble. But I want to remind you that Jesus shows us in the Word that there are seasons of suffering. And his seasons of suffering teaches us not that we won't have to suffer, but how to suffer well. The Bible calls him the man of sorrows, which means that there were times other than Calvary where he experienced sorrows. Calvary was not the only time that he experienced hardship, because if he's living as a human in the world, he experienced human feelings and human things. He knew what it was like to be tired, knew what it was like to be frustrated, knew what it was like to be mad. Jesus understood what it was like to be sad and experience grief, and all those things he went through as the God-man so he can relate to us. Because why? All of us are going to have to experience the harshness of the valley, the dark valley, the valley of the shadow of death. But if you can trust him in the green pastures, if you can trust him by the still waters, if you can trust him in the paths of righteousness, if you can trust him to restore your soul, if you can trust him to do it for his name's sake, then surely you can trust him in the dark valley. Trust God that even in the darkest moments of your life, the Lord is your shepherd and you shall not want. Why? His presence will be with you. His rod and staff will be with you. You have what you need to make it through the darkest seasons of your life. And it's not something that God's going to just bring you out of. It's something that God's going to bring you through. Yea, though I walk through it, I journey through it. I often don't sprint through it. Sometimes we walk through that valley, and it takes time to walk through it. Some of us experience dark seasons, but just know the Lord is with you and he will take you through it because he is your shepherd and you shall not want. We'll pick this up in the next video. So glad you can join us again. We'll be back next time as we continue the journey through Psalm 23. God bless you.